Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having an amazing day today. Today we're going to be heading to Brueggers Bagels. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it. And today I'm going to be getting a Western brisket. Just a regular bagel sandwich for breakfast so I can get my day started. Heard that this place was pretty solid, so just want to go check it out real quick and then, let you know how it is. All right, so I'm pulling up right now. Seems pretty busy, but I mean, it's the morning time, so of course it'll be busy. Yeah, hi. I do one Western with can I do 2 eggs on that? And I want to try the East Coast Pastrami egg sandwich. 1 egg on that one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had originally said I was just going to get the Western, but I seen that it's the East Coast Pastrami sandwich. So yeah, they got me. I seen that picture of that sandwich, and I knew they prep the pictures up to make them look like better than they actually do in real life. I mean, we'll see in a second, but yeah, I want to try that. The thing looked good, so we'll see how that is as well. So I guess you're getting two for one today.
And you had an orange juice with that?
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
You too, thank you. All right, so I just got my food. Now I'm heading out to go park. All right, so like I said from before, I did intentionally, or had originally went there to get the Western, but like I said, I want to get that other sandwich too, the pastrami sandwich as well. So just gonna get right into this. This one is the pastrami sandwich. We'll start with that one first. As you can see right here, you got the pastrami, you got the cheese, the eggs. I did 1 egg on this sandwich. It's on the everything bagel as well. I should have asked for the Asiago bagel bun, but since that was what was advertised on the picture, that's pretty much what I got, which I'm fine with completely. So yeah, I'm just gonna, this thing actually looks pretty good too. Take a quick bite and let's see how this is. Oh, that thing smells good too. That everything bagel, man. So this is a solid bagel breakfast sandwich. So when you first bite into it, you immediately get hit with the aroma of the everything bagel, and then it goes right from the aroma of the everything bagel straight to the pastrami. You taste the egg last, even though it's on the bottom of the sandwich. I tasted that last and tasted all the other ingredients first. That cheese, then it seems like they have maybe some mayo on here as well. Yeah, this is good. The ingredients really come together, and I see why they did the everything bagel for this sandwich. I don't think you'd be able to, I mean, you could, but I don't think you'd be able to get that same flavor if you did go with another bagel type, like if I went with Asiago or even if I went with the regular. I don't think it would have really pushed the flavors out as much as it does with that everything bagel flavor. So yeah, definitely stick with the everything bagel. Something else that I've realized too as I'm eating this sandwich is the ingredients wise, it's not too much on this. It's not too much on the sandwich. Like for example, like sometimes they'll stack up like a whole bunch of meat or just all the ingredients just to kind of fluff it up or make it a bigger sandwich than it should be. but this is like the perfect amount of ingredients. They probably weigh out the meat and stuff like that, but it's weighed out, like it's fine. Like you aren't gonna, not say you're not gonna be hungry, but you're not gonna say, man, that's too much pastrami, or man, that's too much cheese. No, it's like they know exactly what they're doing when they weighing out these ingredients to get them to your sandwich. For that pastrami sandwich that I had eaten, the what's it called? The pastrami was less salty than the everything bagel itself. So just take that into everything, because usually the pastrami is what's salty, but that everything bagel was definitely on the saltier side, and more so, because of the toppings that it has on it to make it an everything bagel. So just keep that in mind if you are going and planning on getting a sandwich like that. That the everything bagel is on the saltier side, but the pastrami is pretty tame compared to that. Now moving on to the sandwich that I had originally was going to get, which is the Western. So I'm actually pretty excited for this one. So as you can see, this one comes on the everything bagel as well. I guess that's their default when you have these breakfast bagels. We got the peppers on there, egg, cheese. I did 2 egg just to be a little bit of a big back today because I was extra hungry. Nice set of toppings. Doesn't look like it's too much. Yeah, this looks pretty solid. Yeah, this looks pretty solid indeed. All right, so gonna take a bite out of this one. All right, first bite. So that first bite, you're immediately hit with the peppers, not hot wise, just the flavor of the peppers. And then you got the egg, the cheese. It seemed like I don't even know if this is mayo or if this is like a special sauce that they have, but whatever it is, it's pretty tasty. It's nice. It's warm. Everything is just nice and fresh. It does have onions in it too, but the thing is, if you're not like a big onion person, you don't necessarily taste the onions because the peppers that's on the sandwich kind of cancels it out to where you like I said, you basically are tasting the peppers on the sandwich. I'm only getting a little hint of the meat, which is the bacon that's on here. So maybe it's just where I'm biting. Let me try it. Okay, I tried biting where the bacon was, but I'm definitely tasting more of the condiments and the dash of the meat itself, which I don't think I really care for that. Like I want to taste more of the meat when I'm eating the meal. But I mean, if that's how it's supposed to taste, I mean, they definitely did what they needed to do. But just for my preference, I actually want to taste the meat, similar to like the previous sandwich where you can actually taste the ingredients. This one, I'm basically just tasting condiments. Yeah, I think I like that first sandwich. I like that first sandwich more, to be honest, and mainly because, like I said, I think it's more so the meat than anything else. All right, now to close it off with a little bit of that simply orange juice. Honestly, you really can't have. Well, I mean, you can, but to me, you can't really have a breakfast and not have orange juice with it. Like, it just seems like that's almost like a standard for, truthfully, an American breakfast, because it just kind of closes up the meal itself. Like, at least that's just my thoughts. And it's just so nice and refreshing, and just almost like it rejuvenates you. That's why I like this. I like the orange juice after, either during or even after the meal, just to close everything out. With the breakfast sandwiches that I eaten, overall, it was a pretty solid meal. Like I'm a preference again. I only went there to get the Western, but I ended up getting that pastrami sandwich as well, which was a plus. And the reason I say that is because I definitely liked the pastrami sandwich more than I liked the Western. And a lot of that had to do with the meat on the Western was so, there wasn't much meat. It was more so condiments. And when from what I seen on the name of the sandwich, I assumed that there would be a lot more meat than it was. So that kind of offset the sandwich for me. And then, like I said, on top with the pastrami sandwich as well, there was more meat on that sandwich that it worked itself through, and it wasn't too much. It wasn't overbearing. Like sometimes, that you put a lot of meat on a sandwich thinking that if I do a lot of meat, then condiments, you'll taste the meat. But the thing is, when you have too much meat, it gets boring, if that makes sense. So it's just like you get tired of eating that and tasting that flavor. But I didn't get that when I ate the pastrami sandwich. When I ate the Western, it was basically like eating condiments. So that's just my take on that. But overall, for the pastrami sandwich that I had eaten, I'll give that a solid 8. And I give that a solid 8 because overall the ingredients were definitely layered accordingly and correctly to where you got to taste the flavors of just about everything on this sandwich. And it was really like, it worked out. Like it worked out, which is, I like that. I like that sandwich. The only down to that was the saltiness of the everything bagel. But like I said, that's more so a preference. So if you like salty things, definitely go with the everything bagel. If not, I'll say go with probably like the regular bagel. And then for the Western, that one I give a 6 out of 10. And that was more so because you tasted more condiments than you did meat. And the Western is it should have been more of a meaty sandwich. But like I said, if that wasn't the case for that sandwich, then I guess it is what it is. But just know if you're getting the Western, that, at least my experience, that's what that was. But yeah, overall, I think the peppers went well along with the onions on that sandwich, which kind of, like I said, mellowed it out. So it's like if you don't necessarily care too much for onions, but just want like that onion aroma, you'll definitely get that with that sandwich, with that bagel sandwich. So that's just my thoughts in that regard. But yeah, overall, this was a pretty solid meal. Definitely, if you're in the Henrietta area or upstate New York, definitely check it out. It's definitely a place to have a nice solid breakfast and just get your day going. So yeah, thank you for taking time out your day to watch this video. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and share this video with somebody that can use this information, on their next breakfast trip. Let's go with that. So yeah, thank you again. I appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one. And remember, stay curious.